That's true.
Okay, welcome. I was reading to Tuesday night Crocus Fellowship Bible Study. We're in the study of the 6-7 media frenzy, and we turned it into a Bible study.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to turn your mute down. Yeah. Anyway, the
praise it. Right.
okay. Here, I'll press in and then we get going.
I'll remove you for a minute until you get yourself figured out. Okay.
All right. Lord, we ask you to be with us tonight as we go through your word. Allow us discernment and understanding from your wisdom. Help us to apply this study to our lives and to those around us. We say all these things in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
And
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got it?
All right.
Okay. I mean, I need to. Good. All right. Do you want to see your face?
Just prop it up.
Oops. You have to.
There you go.
There we go. You have to do your own face thing. There you go.
All right. So we are starting with the book of Song of Solomon tonight. What are you looking at, Dave?
He was looking in his Bible.
Okay.
I got mine up.
All right. So
Of
now they want to play.
Of course they do.
Right.
They wait till we're on here.
Yeah. Our animals decide to wake up when we start Bible study. Anyway.
Of course.
All right. So let's read the verse, chapter 6 of Solomon, verse 7. It says, "As a piece of pomegranate are thy temples within thy locks." Okay. Now that's a strange statement.
Well, mine says
No. Okay. Go ahead. What does yours say?
your cheeks are like halves of a pomegranate behind your veil.
Okay. So are thy temples,
Mm-hmm.
face, right?
Within
Locks
my
of hair.
Right?
Okay. So what does that mean?
Okay.
You got red cheeks?
Somebody's embarrassed,
Okay.
or somebody is overpainted, or
Depends on how you interpret that, huh?
uh-huh.
All right. So as a piece of pomegranate, right?
I don't even know if they're talking about a girl or a guy.
Right? I don't either. It probably doesn't matter.
The pomegranate is a pretty color.
It's a pretty color, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as a piece of a pomegranate, right? And yours says is what?
Halves of a pomegranate.
Halves. Okay. So when you cut a pomegranate in half, what do you have? What's inside?
The seeds.
A bunch of them.
Uh-huh.
Almost too numerous to count.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm like, a piece of pomegranate. So there's going, and thy temples within thy locks. So there's a lot of going on within that piece. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
What? You're looking at me weird, Dave. Okay.
Well, he's
the Ethiopian Bible, it has this verse as chapter 6, verse 6.
Really?
Yes. And chapter 6, verse 7 reads, "There are 60 queens and 4 concubines among
that's verse 8.
damsels. There are none."
Right. So previous, you're missing a verse.
Misalignment of verses.
Verses compared to other ones, right?
Right.
Right. That makes sense. I understand that. But yeah, you're 6, 7. We're close, right? All right. So to understand this, I think, and as a Song of Solomon, you kind of have to read before and after a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the king praises the Shulamite's beauty. That's the heading that I have for this section.
Yeah.
Right. So if I were to, I'm going to read 4 to 6. It says, "Thou art beautiful, O my love, as Tirza, commonly as Jerusalem, terrible as an army with banners.
Mm-hmm.
Turn away thine eyes from me, for they have overcome me. Thy hair is as a flock of goats that appear from Gilead.
Mm-hmm.
Thy teeth are as a flock of sheep which go up from the washing, whereof everyone beareth twins, and there is not one barren among them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to 7, it's the piece of pomegranate, right? So I'm like, okay, he's talking about the beauty of this woman, right? And then you want to read 8 and 9?
Okay. There are 60 queens and 80 concubines and virgins without number. My dove, my perfect one, is the only one of her mother, pure to her who bore her. The young women saw her and called her blessed. The queens and concubines also, and they praised her. That was 8 and 9.
Okay. So,
you want me to go down?
Well, yeah, I can read 10.
Who is this who looks down like the dawn, beautiful as the moon, bright as the sun, awesome as an army with banners?
Wow. So this is someone coming new into his life with great beauty, is what I think I'm describing, right?
Yeah.
So her cheeks are, her temples, her cheeks would be with color, right? and the reddish orangish color, or I call it, is it pink?
No, it's not pink.
Okay. What color is it?
Like a rose red.
Okay. Then a rose red. Okay.
Pomegranate red is really pretty.
Okay. So she was very, very impressive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I love this verse in Isaiah right after it, but we'll get into it. So we're talking about him describing someone, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's also saying that she's tempting him.
So she dressed appropriately, had the perfect, well, she has perfect teeth, we can see, right?
The young women saw her and called her blessed, meaning that other women envy her.
Envy her, right?
But it's all about looks.
It's all about looks, isn't it? Worldly things, right?
The physical attraction side of the relationship.
Right.
Because that's what Song of Solomon is about a relationship between husband and wife.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's all about it. There's nothing in here about whether or not her beauty extends beyond.
Right. The physical.
Right. So
the physical.
You would have to read.
I read all of it, all the way through. It never does.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything, does it? So he's describing worldly things, right?
Right. And he also did talk about, look away from me, because basically, she's tempting him. Turn away your eyes from me, for they overwhelm me.
Right. Yep.
Right.
And that's in 5.
Right. That's in 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thy hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she had, your hair is what? As a flock of goats that appear from Gilead, right? So I'm like, okay, what does that mean, right? So I went.
And then it talks about desire. Well,
what now?
It talks about desire in 12.
Okay, desire in 12. Okay, so you'd have to read probably the whole chapter to get.
Yeah, because that one verse doesn't tell you if it's about a man or a woman.
Tell you
anything.
It
doesn't tell you if it's about somebody who's got like seeded cheeks,
right?
Or if it's a blushing, or if
maybe she has freckles. That's the little
freckles. It doesn't tell you.
That'd be the pomegranate seeds, right?
Doesn't
tell you anything, does
any
it?
Context.
Well, and that's really great to understand, isn't it? That one Bible verse doesn't give you the full picture or the understanding. So
Correct.
don't take it out of context or content, right?
In order to understand that one verse, you have to know what the whole chapter in this particular situation is talking about. You got to know, and if to understand it even more, you kind of sort of have to know what the whole book is talking about.
Right. You're going to have to go back a chapter and
forward the chapter.
Right.
Oh, if this is somebody that's his betrothed, or somebody that's going to become his betrothed,
right?
Or if this is just somebody who's getting in the way. You don't know. You don't know any of that.
Right.
Correct.
So important review, isn't it?
Yes.
It's no different than somebody saying, well, there's got to be more to that story.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's a
All
good
right.
one. Yes.
Where's Paul Harvey?
Where's Paul
Yeah,
Harvey?
right. The rest of the story.
Is a homework assignment, right? Okay, but then I love this. If now I'm going to do something kind of crazy here, right? So, as a piece of pomegranate are thy temples within thy locks, right? But if you go to the next one in Isaiah 6:7, I see there's a mistake there.
Yeah, I see
Can
that.
you
It's
correct
supposed
that?
to be 6-7. I cannot.
Okay. Anyway, it says, "Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar."
Okay, you did 6.
Is that 6?
Yes,
It says 7.
but it's you did 6.
Okay. And I'm in Isaiah 6:7. I probably did.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. And then 7 says, "And he laid it upon my mouth and said, Lo, this hath touched my lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged." Right? So, kind of, I like it how it goes with the pomegranate and the temples within thy locks.
All right. Behold, this has touched your lips. Your guilt is taken away, and your sin atoned for.
Oh, ooh,
So,
kind of goes to,
it kind of does, yes. I know what this is about.
right? You do? Okay.
But
Yes.
keeping it just in the one,
The one, right?
you know.
I need to
you want me
change it.
fix that?
Can you fix that?
I'll fix it.
You'll fix it. She's going to fix it.
Just give me a minute.
I was trying to do too many things today. And then, and just erase that one. Yeah. Type it in. What the
Give
heck?
me a minute.
In a minute. Oh, you can do it from the King James, or you want?
I gotta go get it.
Oh, okay. She's searching. Give us a second. You're gonna do it in the NIV, huh?
And we're doing Isaiah.
6:7. Isaiah. That's something I gotta do later. Go back and change it. You may have to change it in the other one too.
Okay.
Yay, there it is. That's Proverbs. Yep.
Is that before or after Isaiah?
Go back one. Or
Yep.
2. Go forward 2.
Yep.
1.
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, you got it. Yay. All right. So if you just read that, you laid it upon my mouth and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thy iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. I'm like, if I didn't know the story, right? Whatever he
Right.
put on my mouth, it took away the sins of my sins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Whatever it is, sometimes I need it.
Right.
I'm
Sometimes
just touching my lips.
yeah,
Keeping me from saying things.
same thing that's saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like bite my tongue,
Mm-hmm.
kind of an
Mhm.
expression. And
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I'm like, okay, whatever he's got, we're in trouble.
It's powerful.
It's powerful, right? Right. Exactly.
I need that talisman.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Right. All right. So then we go to the context of this verse, right? Well, we had 6 in there earlier, and as it says, 6-7. Where am I at here? It says, "Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hands, which was taken with tongs off the altar." It would definitely burn it out of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would definitely burn it out of you.
Right. So, and what was Isaiah trying to do here? What was God doing with him in this section? If you go back to 5,
Well,
or even
to
before,
me, if you're talking about having a live coal and laying it up on his mouth to take his iniquity away and purge his sin, he's preparing him.
he's preparing him. I
Right.
think. And this coal is from a seraphim, so it came from the altar of what? Of God.
Yes.
It wouldn't have been a
The altar of
man's.
the Lord. Uh-huh.
It wouldn't have been a coal from man, right? It would have been symbolic. But that's the way he could explain it. Does that make sense in the time period? Oh, yeah, you have no volume now.
Is somebody talking?
Yeah, Dave.
Okay, I'm back.
He's back. Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah. All right.
He asked for it too, though. If you read 5, Isaiah asked for it.
Yes, he did. Undone because I'm a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of people of unclean lips. For my eyes have seen in the King, the Lord of hosts. Right? So, for God to use him, he had to purge him of his sins first, didn't he? Because we know that he begins to go out with messages, even more proclaim, what's that word? Prophetic. There you go. Right? You guys kind of agree with that? It gives you a different. I think it gives me a different.
And after this
Right.
is done, he's prepared to go.
He's prepared to go, isn't he?
Mhm.
Right. Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? And I said, "Here I am. Send me." Right. So he is totally within. It sounds a lot like Paul, doesn't it? That was Saul that became Paul.
Well, a lot of the ones that God chose,
When he changed.
they were like, "Are you sure?
Sure, right?
You're a very holy person, you know."
Jonah, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of Moses, you know.
Right. Moses had a speech impediment
Well, yeah,
I mean,
because he was burned
he
by a
was-
coal
as a child.
As a child.
Job was pretty much blindsided.
Yeah, he was
like, wait, what?
whoop, right? But then, you know, what is it? I said today, I told somebody that. What did I tell him? Was I telling you? I was talking to, maybe it was Sunday. I was talking to somebody about the fact that God isn't on the hilltop, he's in the valley.
Yeah, you did that on our sermon on Sunday.
Yeah, right. And that's the truth. He's where we're at.
He's where we need him to be.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's where he chooses us from.
One of my favorite quotes is God's address is at the end of your rope.
Yeah.
That's very good.
That's good. Did you guys hear that?
No.
No, I didn't.
Okay. You need to speak up.
Just said that one of my favorite quotes is
No, you can't do that. You have to talk to him.
Just talk.
I just said one of my favorite quotes is that God's address is at the end of the rope. No.
So can hear. I'll say it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dale was saying one of his favorite quotes is that God is at address is at the end of your rope.
That makes sense.
It does, isn't it?
That was
Yeah.
from a pastor at LTS.
That is very true.
That's so true, isn't it? All right. Okay, so we're gonna go to Jeremiah 6:7. I hope I got this one right.
I hope you did too. I'm gonna change it and find out.
Okay. Right now we go.
These are going in order, so I can just
Go right
pull
down.
them
Right?
right back up, right here.
Okay.
6, 7.
As a fountain casts. Yep, I got it right. So 6:7 says, and Jeremiah says, as a fountain casteth out her waters, so she casteth out her wickedness. Violence and spoil is heard in her. Before me continually is grief and wounds. Wow.
That's not what my Jeremiah says. Oh, I'm in the wrong chapter.
Oh, okay.
Well, it might be helpful if I put myself in the right chapter. There I was bragging about what I was supposed to be doing here.
All right. Did I get it close?
Yeah.
All right. So if you just take that at face value there, a fountain casteth out its waters and kind of sprays out, right? She just sprays out her wickedness, right?
She's just casting it all over the place.
So violence and spoil is heard in her. So violence is in her words and spoil, right?
Yeah.
Devastation,
Entitlement.
devastation.
Mhm.
She has nothing good to say about anything,
Right.
right?
She probably had a lot of cortisol.
So before me continue, should have what? A lot of cortisol, right?
Cortisol.
There we go. Before me continually is grief and wounds, right?
And we know it's a her because it says her
Her.
daughters.
Right.
So she casteth out
Right.
her wickedness.
All right. So, okay, let's find out what the context of this means,
Okay.
right? Ooh,
We're talking about Jerusalem.
about Jerusalem, right? If you go to 6, it says, "For thus hath the Lord of hosts said, hew ye down trees and cast a mount against Jerusalem. This is the city to be visited, and she is holy oppression in the midst of her." Holy, WHOLLY, right?
Completely.
Totally.
Right?
Totally, right?
For sure.
Ooh. And the 8 is kind of interesting. You see, what does 8 say in the NIV?
8 says, "Be warned, O Jerusalem, lest I turn from you in disgust, lest I make you a desolation, an uninhabited land."
You think he might
He's
be?
pretty mad at them
he's
because
pretty-
they're just full of evil.
They're full of evil everywhere he
Yeah,
looks.
he's warning them again
Right?
And again,
And
and again.
and again.
they keep having to go through the same thing, right?
Right? How many times you want to traverse around this mountain?
Right? I don't know. I think they were all originally the descendants of NASCAR, right? They just keep making left hand
Ancestors,
and going back around that.
ancestors and NASCAR drivers.
There you go, right?
Around circles we go. Left hand turn it is.
Well, the left hand turns away, the right hand turns to God, right?
Yeah, and he's warning them, the people of Benjamin,
Yeah.
to leave Jerusalem. Because he
Ooh.
says he's going to destroy the daughter of Zion. That's
Ooh.
in 1 and 2.
Okay.
Some of the shepherds to leave too.
He's getting the ones, the remnants out. If you think about it.
Well, no, he didn't tell the shepherds. He said the shepherds will come against her.
So they will fight against her, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm. The farmers and the ranchers are going to come up against Washington. No, never mind.
I would much rather fight an army than farmers and ranchers.
I'd have to agree with you on that one.
They're pretty creative, right? Okay, so that one definitely it can be taken as independently as just something evil,
Mm-hmm.
right?
But it doesn't tell you
Is
what.
Is her name Hillary? Can we?
Uh-uh.
I didn't say that.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Oh my
You almost
goodness.
choked.
I did choke. Okay. Going to Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
Right?
Oh, and Ezekiel is continuing the thought.
There's no 6, 7 in Lamentations. Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
That's why we're skipping to Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, right? And Ezekiel 6:7 says, "And the slain shall fall in the midst of you, and ye shall know that I am the Lord."
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
that war worked.
It worked. Took care of that problem right there, right? But you had to wait till it got to
If you
Ezekiel.
look at the one before, it
Right.
makes perfect sense. But do they go together?
Together? Right, right.
Or is it one of those things where they made another left turn?
We don't know yet, really. That's why the context and the content of this is so important if you're going to read your Bible, right? Or study the verses in the Bible, right? Anyway.
At least if you're going to be throwing out stuff,
Right.
make sure you know the whole story, not just a part of it.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
Who is he mad at in this one?
I don't know.
Israel.
He's mad at it. Oh, same people.
You mountains of Israel.
Not just the city of Jerusalem. Now it's all of Israel.
Your altars shall become desolate.
Ooh.
Your altars shall be broken.
Wow.
I will cast down your slain before your idols.
Oh.
In this one, it says, "And I will lay down the dead bodies of the people of Israel before their idols."
Come closer to me.
Oh,
Just come closer to me.
all
Just
right.
come closer.
All right.
There we go. Now speak.
Oh, and this one it says, "And I will lay down the dead bodies of their people of Israel before their idols, and I will scatter your bones around your altars."
Mm-hmm. And that is verse 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Did I skip? Okay.
No, you're good.
That's good. That's
Because
part of the
that's where I was
context. Yeah.
And then the cities will be waste, the high places ruined. See, he's mad at them again. I wonder how much time transpired between Jeremiah and Ezekiel,
I can tell you.
and if it's in the right order.
It's pretty hard.
I thought Jeremiah and Ezekiel were about the same time.
Well, somebody had to come out of captivity. They're always in captivity, right? Then you had the lesser prophet there in Lamentations, right?
Yeah.
100 to 150 years spanning the difference between them.
So here
Yep.
we are again.
Yeah.
That means that's a generation, 3 generations. So they've forgotten again.
Yep.
We're short-minded people, aren't we?
We really are.
It says here Jeremiah began his ministry in 627 BC, where Ezekiel started his in 593 BC.
Well, maybe the first one was Isaiah, though. No, it was Jeremiah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here you go, 150 years.
Yep. That's amazing if you think about it, right? 90.
Also,
Yeah.
they were both active prophets simultaneously for roughly 20 to 30 years.
Right. So they overlapped just
Right.
a little.
With Ezekiel in Babylon and Jeremiah in Jerusalem.
Could you imagine Jeremiah going, "Are you kidding me?" And Ezekiel going, "Sorry."
All right, this is what it says. This is what we got to go by here.
Right. It's amazing, right? Okay. So do we know the context of this, right?
Yeah, they
He's-
were starting to worship idols.
Yeah. Again, in Israel, the whole country, not just Jerusalem,
Right.
which was the
And now he's said this is going to happen.
yep. And it shall fly in the midst of you, and you shall know that I am the Lord.
Right.
It's not going to be an enemy coming in. It's going to be him, his angel of death, right? Now he may use other ones, right? Okay. I love when Daniel comes up next, right?
Yeah, and then throw that one in the middle of the two.
Right?
Oh, this is a long one.
Yes, it is. Let me start, Daniel. I'll start this one, Daniel. It says, and all the presidents of the kingdom, the governors and the princes, the counselors and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to make a firm decree that whoever shall ask a petition of any god or any man for 30 days, save of thee, O king, he shall be cast into the den of lions.
Mm.
I know what story this is from. I know.
Right? Right. But man, that is purely Satan talking, isn't it?
Yep. Well, they were jealous of his authority for how many years?
So, for those of you who do not know, we're talking about Daniel.
Right? A different book, okay. Different place.
Daniel is a favorite of the king.
But also, we got to remember, he is the result of the captivity of Jerusalem.
He was what, 15?
13
years old?
13 to, yeah, 13
and
to,
he wouldn't eat their food.
right. And he
he
was taken
asked
into
them-
captivity.
He asked them for fruits and vegetables.
Right.
And then him and his,
Cohorts.
they all grew strong while the others got weak and sluggish.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And by the time he was thrown into the lion's den,
He was,
an older man.
I don't know how old, but older.
I can tell you.
I'd say midlife.
Oh, yeah, at least, right?
And there was somebody who was jealous of him.
Correct.
Well, the people were trying to. It was
The
a
other-
political play.
It
was
was
a-
a political play, but
They basically
it was wholly a political play put together by the soothsayers and the wise men of King.
They-
What was his name? Darius.
Darius, yes.
And there was three of them. Daniel was one of them, but the other two didn't like him. And so they played on King Darius's ego.
Correct.
And they said, shouldn't everybody worship you?
Shouldn't everybody worship you as a god?
Mm-hmm.
He was roughly between 80 to 90 years old when they threw him in the lion's den.
Wow.
Yes,
He had served under
tricked
King
him.
Darius
Yeah.
throughout a 70-year exile.
Mhm.
Yep.
So if you
Darius was after Nebuchadnezzar.
right, he was. But if you think about that, if he was taken as a young man, right?
Yep. And grew to fame, or not fame, but high standing with Nebuchadnezzar, and Darius kept him
Right.
in that
Same
same position because of the wisdom that Darius had seen and heard about from Nebuchadnezzar.
Right. Exactly. So we have he wasn't a young man when he got thrown in there. The
No.
lions weren't going to get a lot of meat.
Mhm.
He's pretty bony, I'm probably sure, right?
So they were telling them nobody should pray to any other
other
god
god.
except you for 30 days.
Right.
And they knew that Daniel would not.
Would not
Follow
do it.
that.
He didn't follow any of those rules,
Mhm.
right?
So they knew he would get thrown into the lion's
Mhm.
den, but they didn't know how powerful our God is.
Right.
And you think they would have with the stories that they heard about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Right.
Did that happen before Daniel got thrown into the lion's den?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because that was right after they entered captivity and got to Babylon.
Yeah. And with Nebuchadnezzar, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was still a
And they
middle-aged
put-
man,
They
young
put
man.
3 in the furnace, and there was
It was 4.
Mhm.
Aha.
Right. You know, they heard that story.
Oh, you know that one. That was, yeah. But again, it's generational, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a generational story that would be passed down generation to generation.
Mm-hmm.
We had to stay in there 3 days.
Yep, 3 days. Yeah. It's pretty amazing if you think about it. Like, okay.
But you know what? The king petitioned
Mm-hmm.
on his behalf.
On his behalf.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess he only had to stay in 1 day. I thought it was 3 days.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, 1 night, 1 day, a night. Yeah.
Yeah, 24 hours.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, and the king went to his palace and fasting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fasting. Oh, did he learn some things from
Mhm.
Daniel?
Yes, he did.
Intercessory prayer, right?
Intercessory prayer, fasting
Mm-hmm.
for the sake of his servant,
Mm-hmm.
his wise man.
And then you
Yep.
learn that evil will be rewarded with evil when you go to verse 24.
Ah, yes. He cast them into the den of lions, right?
And their children and their wives.
Yep. So that wouldn't be continued generational.
Their whole entire household.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, that's pretty powerful verse to get you started
And it
in the
made a
study.
believer out of King Darius.
It
too.
did too. Yeah, we have a convert that leads a nation.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing, isn't it?
Really good.
They
It's
removed
a good story.
they removed the evil from the house of the king. We could do so many plays on this one.
We
Yeah.
could stay on this one for days.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to Hosea 6:7, not the song. Okay, I know it's playing in Sherry's head.
It is. You saw it, didn't you?
I saw it in your eyes. Anyway, it says, "But they, like men, have transgressed the covenant. There have they dwelt treacherously against me." That sounds like Daniel.
Right.
In the Darby translation, it says, "But they, like Adam,
Mine says
have
Adam.
transgressed."
Wow. Ooh, they went beyond.
There have they dealt treacherously against me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So that in itself,
You don't get to.
but they
work
like
with
men,
people, okay? I
right?
get to work
That
with
says
people.
everybody.
You can say-
Correct.
We have transgressed the covenant, right?
And all men have. Men.
We've all sinned, right? Come short of the glory, right?
Yes.
You trying to read?
There have they dwelt treacherously against me. The world's pretty much against you. And,
Yep.
and there's people that will come against you.
So who's talking? Hosea?
It's Hosea. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Is he also a prophet?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a prophet. We haven't done the book of Hosea, huh?
No. And we don't, most you don't hear a lot of sermons out of the book of Hosea either.
Yeah, that's true.
Christ quotes it a few times.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. So it should be important for us to read, right? So maybe that's another idea for us, another Bible study as we continue on.
Mhm.
All right. So the context we have.
Oh.
What's the context of this one, right?
Well, God is upset at Israel again,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Verse 8 is particularly about Gilead, right?
right, guilty, and
Talks about all the bad things they did
Yeah. It's polluted with
in the house
blood,
of Israel.
right?
I've seen a horrible thing. Israel is defiled.
Wow. Defiled again.
So this is about all of the negatives.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
And how many years this time?
I don't know. Okay, that's between Daniel and Hosea, right?
what he wants in 6:6, for I desire steadfast love and not sacrifice,
Mm.
Right.
the knowledge of God rather than burnt offerings.
Mm-hmm.
Saying the knowledge of God is steadfast love.
Mm-hmm. So this is after all of the old laws had changed to the high priest, Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Which we studied. No, this is still Old Testament.
Yep.
So no.
Let us return to the Lord, for he has torn us that he may heal us. He has struck us down, and he will bind us up.
Where are you at?
Beginning of 6:1,
Who just came in?
6:3.
Okay, and stage 6:1.
Mm-hmm.
So during the fall of the Northern Kingdom, Daniel ministered in Babylon from 605 to 530 BC. And then there's roughly 100 to 150 year gap between the end of Hosea's ministry and the beginning of Daniel's.
150 again.
Yep, again. Separating the Assyrian crisis from the Babylonian exile. It's about 100, that generational gaps again, huh?
But where did you see, Del, the part about I don't want sacrifice? Oh, 6.
6:6.
Okay.
For I desire to steadfast love and not sacrifice. The knowledge
of God more than burnt offerings.
That's interesting because this is Old Testament.
Yes,
But like-
but it was
but like
proclaiming it for the future too, right? This is what would come to come.
Well,
Because if you
Yes.
read chapter 6 verse 1, it says, "Come, let us return unto Jehovah, for he has torn and he will heal us. He has smitten and he will bind us up. After
that's
2 days he will revive us. On the third day he will raise us up, and he shall live before his face."
Because the Lord desires steadfast love and not sacrifice.
Yes,
one of the many
Correct.
to Christ.
it points to Christ.
All the
It's
way.
Yep.
pointing to Christ. It's
Isn't that talking about the veil?
Yeah, the veil was torn,
Uh-huh.
right? It was all predicted, prophesied before it ever happened. Yeah. 600 years to what? 405. It's been prophesied for a thousand years,
Yes.
right?
But that's pretty interesting.
That's
I
pretty.
had never really realized that Hosea 6:6, which man,
Yeah.
talks about what God's desire is.
Yes. Isn't that amazing?
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the things, too, that Christ was pointing out to the Pharisees.
You know this.
He's going, that this
Has been taught,
yeah.
right? You hypocrites.
Yeah.
He basically called them hypocrites.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's amazing. Okay.
Amos?
Moses. That was
Amos.
Moses' brother, Amos.
Amos.
Sorry, not Aaron. Amos. No, Aaron. Right? It can be silly. All right. It says, "Therefore now shall thy go captive with the first that go captive, and the banquet of them that stretch themselves shall be removed." Oh, that's pretty much follows along what's going on here, right?
Woe to the complacent.
Right?
Exactly. Right.
That's what it says right before verse 1.
Okay. I haven't got there. She's ahead again. All right. Okay. In verse 5, you said?
No, it's stated in the NIV
Oh,
at the top of the chapter before it even starts verse 1.
It's the whole
Oh,
chapter
yes.
of woe.
woe is me.
Woe to those that ease in time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you've gotten complacent.
Complacent.
You
Yeah.
can't come up with a better word than that.
Oh, yeah. I despise your feast. This is in the previous chapter. And I take no delight in your solemn assemblies. Again, he's just giving it to.
And that's in chapter
Israel.
5?
Yeah, that's in chapter 5. I was just kind of scrolling here.
And God will pass judgment at ease in Zion, right?
You drink wine by the bowlful and use the finest lotions, but you do not grieve over the ruin of Joseph.
Oh, man. Wow.
Therefore, you will be among the first to go to exile. Your feasting and lounging will end.
You know that in this one, God even sets off another plague of grasshoppers
Really?
in Amos. Yeah. If you go to chapter 7.
Was forming locusts when the latter growth was just beginning to sprout. So there he wiped out their food again.
And so they went into what?
Legs.
Plagues and famine. That's amazing. Okay. So when you go to the context, it creates a whole new picture, doesn't it?
Well, hasn't that been the theme of this whole Bible study?
Yes. Pretty much.
It's one verse says one thing when that's all you read, but if you read the whole thing in context, you get a more complete or completely different understanding of what that one verse was talking about.
Yep. It sure does. That's why I think it was I kind of took advantage of this what do you call it? This Bible study by hoping to teach the fact that you can read the verse, but if you don't go back and find the context, you're going to miss out on what God wants you to know in it.
Yeah, and I'm really actually real pleased that Dave
Nash brought that up.
that he suggested it.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
a good learning.
Now, what do they call that? The culture of, I don't remember. This is not counterculture, but whatever.
Mhm.
Something in on the culture of the times right now, and turn it into a really good Bible study.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be great. All right. So we might get through the Old Testament here.
It's all right, but like sometimes you
This-
read one verse and
Right.
10 people take it a certain way, and then so you believe that for years, and then you actually go through and
Read it.
read the whole chapter, and it means something completely different.
Exactly.
Like, when I first became a Christian, I went and hunted and pecked it and searched through the Bible, and I'm like, I know there's something in here about this, and I went, oh, I found it. I said, see, honey, it says that the wife is supposed to serve her husband.
Right.
And then I closed the Bible. I said, so being a Christian is going to be a good thing. And she's like, it's not what it says. You go read the whole chapter. And I was like, nope, not doing it. And then I did, of course.
Of course.
I've heard people say, it says man, not woman.
Really?
It just says Hebrews. So guys are
Hebrews,
supposed to
right,
make
Well, guys are supposed to make it.
Right.
So we are skipping Obadiah and Jonah.
Because they're too short, right?
They don't have 6 chapters.
Right.
right.
Obadiah,
Micah.
One. Right. And then Micah is where we're going to be going to.
so Micah 6:7.
Micah 6:7 says, will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams or with 10,000s of rivers of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul?
Not according to what we just read earlier.
Right.
Exactly.
But if somebody read this and go, well, he doesn't want the thousands of sacrifices, right? Or and what is he going to do with it? He created it for us, not for him.
Right.
The
He
way I
already
read,
owns it all anyway.
yeah. And then
This is the Lord's case against Israel.
yeah, but then I when I read that, I shall give my firstborn for my transgression. That sounds like Abraham and Isaac, right?
Right.
And then the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul. What's the fruit of your body? That your offspring, right?
Right. Your children.
Your children.
But that's what we're doing today.
You see
We're
it
having
all.
to give away our firstborn and our soul just to get fuel.
Just to buy a video card for your
That
computer.
came up. I'll give an arm or a leg, my firstborn for fuel. Yeah, that's true, isn't
And
it?
he's reminding them here of taking you out of slavery. Right?
Yeah, now you're going to the context, right?
Mhm.
Right. So we go to context.
I like that 8 finishes up with, he has told you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? Did I go ahead? No, I didn't. But to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with your God.
Okay, what verse is that?
That's verse 8.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, because I was reading before that where he's reminding him, didn't I take you out of Egypt? That was in 4, right? Redeemed you
Mhm.
from slavery. And then Balak, king of Moab, devised what Balaam, the son of Beor, answered, and what happened from Shittim to Gilgal.
Yeah.
So you can know the righteous acts of the Lord. Come on, people. This is your history. Learn your history, read your history.
Remember the history, right?
Remember your history or you're going to repeat it. And guess what they did not do?
Right? They ignored it, didn't they?
And haven't we?
150 years later.
Is it really? I'm like, did you look it up?
You know what?
No, I'm
You
just-
should find
just a
out.
wild guess.
Between Hosea and Amos, right?
And aren't we doing the same thing this day and age? Forgetting our history, where we came from.
No, worse than that. They're trying to destroy all of our
Correct.
historical history books and so on and so forth, which I believe is one reason why we ended up electronic, because they knew that, because it was known that they could destroy reading material and we would lose it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, I heard a conversation yesterday between two. One was a teacher, and one was not a teacher, but like a history professor.
Miss and Micah were around the same time.
And the question of the conversation was, okay, why aren't we teaching cursive anymore? Well, if you can't read cursive, you can't read your history. Because if you go back to the most important documents of the United States, all of that's written in cursive.
Yeah.
And the other thing is AI can't read cursive.
Right.
Yep.
You can't
Yet.
right?
But at this point in time, AI can't read cursive.
Right.
Well, 98% of kids in America can't read cursive.
Right.
Can't read
They can't read regular. They can't read printing, let alone cursive.
Right. That's true. They can't spell at all. Anyway.
We've got to live for a really long time.
We got to live for a long time just to take care of things.
We have to.
Right.
But we are teaching the next generation.
You are. Yeah, we are.
The next generation is also teaching us.
Teaching us, right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's go on to Zechariah.
Okay.
And you can look that one up. Anyway, 6:7. You have to. It says, and the bay went forth and sought to go that they might walk to and fro through the earth. And he said, get you hence, walk and to and fro through the earth. So they walked to and fro through the earth. Okay.
Satan walks to and fro. What are we into?
He's talking to the cat. Yeah, well, you can, yeah.
We're on Zechariah.
That's his Zechariah.
Thank you.
We skipped Obadiah. And
Because all the
Nahum.
rest of them didn't have anything, but Zechariah is the last one with 6.
Zephaniah,
7.
we skipped that one. Haggai.
Well, because we'll go to the New Testament
Right.
next with what it says.
Right.
So when the strong horses came out, okay, and when the strong horses came out, they were impatient to go and patrol the earth. And he said, "Go patrol the earth." So they patrolled the earth.
Oh, wow. He tells them this is the angel. I said, these are the 4 spirits of the heavens.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's in verse 5.
This is a preview of
Just-
Revelation.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Go take a look at what's going on.
Yep. Yeah. Report back to me.
4 chariots came out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of bronze, red, black, white, and dappled.
Dappled.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
4 horses of the apocalypse.
Oh,
4 winds of heaven.
yep.
Yep.
Could be, right?
Well, it says in 5, these are the 4 spirits of the heavens which go forth from standing before the Lord of all the earth. That which is in black horses goeth forth to the north country. That which is in white go forth after them. And the grizzled go forth towards the south. So.
Oh, and this is still during the time of Darius.
Yeah.
Yep.
And actually, the one that went north, actually, if I'm reading this correctly, found favor.
Yeah. It says it quieted my voice.
Yeah.
His wrath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the north listened.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He even tells them to make a crown for them, I think.
Mm-hmm. Have quieted my spirit in the north country. Right. Yeah, silver and gold make crowns and set them upon the head of Joshua the son of Jedek, the high priest. Anyway, the
branch.
The branch.
What does it say in 12 years?
And speak unto him, saying, thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, behold, a man whose name is the branch, and he shall grow up out of this place, and he shall build a temple of the Lord.
Who's that?
The last time the temple was built?
No, who's the branch?
Who is the branch?
It's of God. It's his son.
Who behold the man whose name is the branch. Who is that? For he shall branch out from his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord.
Christ. Because the second temple is already built. Now we're waiting on the third temple of Revelation. And the temple that we're in now is the spiritual temple of Christ. The one that was rebuilt in 3 days.
That's true. Is that right? That's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. The Messiah, the priest king,
refers to the
temple
promised
builder.
Messiah, right?
Good.
The priest line from the lineage of David.
Good. So here it is. Zechariah is talking about Jesus.
Again, already in the Old Testament, right? Yep.
That's what I'm reading. That's what makes sense to my mind.
Mm-hmm. Royal honor, sit on the throne. There shall be a priest on his throne. Council of peace. Yep. So this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this,
And in 15, it says, and they that are far off shall come and build the temple of Jehovah, and you shall know that Jehovah of hosts has sent me unto you, and shall come to pass, and this shall come to pass, if you diligently hearken to the voice of Jehovah your God.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm. Yep.
And everywhere you said Jehovah, mine said Lord.
Right.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
said basically the exact same thing.
Yeah. Jehovah and Lord are interchangeable.
Correct. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's a good one to end the New Testament,
Oh,
the
it
Old
is.
Testament with, isn't it?
Right. It is.
Yep.
Right.
Because
So
it's talking about the coming of Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
right. And then boy, we jump right into that one. All right. So
we made it through the Old Testament.
it ties together. The Old Testament is tied to the New Testament. That's why it has to be. You have to know both.
Correct.
Do we need anything on the other document yet, or are
No.
we waiting on that
No,
one?
wait on that one. I need to correct that.
So this is that the chariot
Mhm.
represent the four spirits of heaven.
Mhm.
So they go out to execute God's judgment and maintain sovereignty over the earth,
Yeah.
specifically bringing rest to his spirit by judging the nations.
By
Mhm.
judging the nations.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that is really in line with every other verse and context that we've read tonight.
Isn't that amazing?
But it ends. So the last chapter we've done in the Old Testament ends with hope.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else was, haven't you learned it? 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 Okay, well, you know what? You're not going to learn, so here we go.
Yep.
Oh, wait, somebody did learn.
And by the way, Zechariah was in the time period of about 520 BC.
Yeah.
500 years before Christ would be born.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about the four horses.
He talks about the four horses.
That's pretty cool.
And I think it's really amazing if you think about it. Zechariah is the revelation of the Old Testament.
It is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is, isn't it?
Right. That's all
All
we're
right.
doing, right?
Yeah, that's all we're doing tonight. All right. That way we'll have one for next week. And then, we should be able to, there's not many books in the New Testament to go through, but it'll be fun. It'll give us a couple weeks of stuff. All right. Okay. I think anybody got any other questions? Are we good?
I don't have any.
Okay. Right. Then we'll pray out and we appreciate everybody being here tonight. learning how to read our Bibles. All right. Lord, we ask you to be with us tonight as we go through the rest of this your study with the Old Testament. I'm glad that you opened our minds and allowed us discernment and understanding of your word, so that we can see the true meaning of it. We ask that you be with everybody that was here tonight. Watch over them, bless them as they go about their work and their business in the world. And we hope to see everyone again on the next Bible study. We say all these things in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
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 We didn't let Dave pray out.
That's all right. Dave's tired. You can hear it.
Well, I was getting ready to, and then Dan started, so he had it.
I got it.
Okay.
I know you tired. Oh, you still